We should invent the sport of competitive pokey playing.
How, pray tell, is this going to happen? Competitive pokey playing.
I don't know. We all sit down, we all get $10 each, and then we all put it into a machine, and we have a set time of like 5 minutes.
Yep.
And whoever has the most money at the end of the 5 minutes wins.
What's the bet that everyone has zero at the end?
We could tour it around Australia as our new sport.
What do you reckon there's a chance of getting like a...
Imagine getting it on TV.
I was going to say getting
pokies.
like competitive, getting like TV negotiation contracts, basically.
I think we should do it. This is the perfect opportunity for us to start our own sport. And since we're already, as part of the rules of this, we're going to have to do it anyway.
What type of people do you think would come for competitive pokey playing?
Imagine in the audience and people wearing shirts and shit and cheering on.
Yeah.
And then people getting upset with the pressure. And imagine how fun it'd be to commentate competitive pokey play.
Can you imagine Dolores cracking the shits when she gets down to her last spin and doesn't win and slams?
Well, she's trying to play her serious pokies, and here we are on the other side causing havoc because we're competing against each other.
Can you imagine like commentating that stuff and going, it gets like 1 banana, 2 bananas. Oh no, it's an apple instead. Or
20 seconds left. All he can do is eat the feature or he loses. And he's all in on the feature and lost. Oh.
No good.
I feel like that's our best opportunity to be professional athletes is to invent this sport, play it.
Competitive pokey playing.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? I reckon it'd be good. I reckon live streaming it would go down very well.
If you look at all the other random sports they have, like hot dog eating and the paper, scissors, rock.
Yeah.
That's a sport where people actually have strategies about their gambits.
Yeah,
did you know that there's there's theories on paper, scissors, rock?
I have heard of these theories. I don't know
There's
much.
different gambits of like your strategy.
They're trying to psych each other out playing a very simple game.
It's not psyching each other out. It's playing to the strategy. There's a difference. Much in the same of we're playing to the strategy of pokies.
Yep. So what's our strategy going to be for the pokies?
There is no strategy. You just hit the button. That is the strategy of competitive pokey playing is you hit the button until you win.
Is it very much like Gogglebox where you just sit there and watch TV the whole time?
Could you imagine people on Gogglebox watching people playing competitive pokies?
That would be quite funny. Can you imagine the commentary coming from those people?
Imagine people on Gogglebox in another country, watching people in this country on Gogglebox, watching people play pokies.
No, I've got it. We need Russian or Spanish commentary on competitive pokey playing. I think that'd go down quite well.
Why is it going to be different?
Because it
has someone yelling, "Niet, niet."
Yes, exactly. That's fantastic. Or going, "Davai, davai, davai."
Well, that also brings into the idea that if
vamos!
Imagine you get the league going, right? But in the early stages, you wouldn't have a competitive enough league to actually like book out a whole venue.
True.
So you turn up with these random Russians who are playing against Australians, and then you're all shouting and cheering, and then all these old people have these random Russian people yelling at them while they're playing pokies.
Well, what do you reckon the best venue would be for it?
I mean, there are so many venues. It's got to be like an obscure venue. There's no fun playing in a big casino. It's got to be in one of those shitty, crappy casinos.
Yeah.
And also ideally somewhere where we can have the whole venue.
Yeah, that's true. I reckon the whole venue would be a great idea. So what do you reckon, like a small pub or something?
Yeah, of course. Small pub.
And we get everyone comes along and cheers.
Wearing their national colours.
Yeah, wearing their national colours.
and you sing the anthem, despite the fact that no one else in the pub knows what the fuck's going on.
You have a podium.
Yeah, we bring our own podium.
Yeah, we bring a podium. We bring a podium and the flags and everything.
And microphone. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Moscow, Russia, it's whoever the hell it ends up being.
Yuri, the Pokies player.
Whoever it is. That's not a bad idea, actually. I like it.
I feel like it could take off because enough people play Pokies around the world.
Lots of people play Pokies around the world.
I mean, competitive lawn bowls exist, so why can't there be competitive pokey playing?
I reckon it's definitely a possibility. So
I feel like we've got to start this.
Yeah. I think it's definitely something worth looking to.
But what I don't get is why everyone is so anti the Pokies, but we'll bet on the dogs and trocks so we have no fucking idea about, but Pokies, that's where we draw the line.
Well, for me, I'm not one who likes punting on the Pokies. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion.
You don't like just hitting the button and...
No, because I think it's boring as shit, to be honest.
As if.
I think it's boring as shit hitting the same button again and again and again.
Well, actually, that reminds me, they do have competitive horse race gambling. So clearly, competitive pokey playing.
Yeah, it could actually take off.
Actually, we haven't even checked. Imagine there is a league.
I reckon there is.
Competitive.
I reckon there is.
Slots.
I reckon it's somewhere in the UK.
It'd be called slots. Yeah, there's 20. Oh, no, that's like an app. They have tournament.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but no one's done like the World Cup of slots.
Probably not. It's probably just some local tournament stuff.
Slot machine tournaments. Slot machine tournaments.
So it does exist.
All people buy in for $10 and get 2,000 chips to play with.
So it's basically tournament slot machine stuff. So it's complete and utter
awesomeness.
It's
Could you imagine if we got like full on banners and stuff to run through and
it'd be great.
We have our own theme song.
You gotta have it like you have at the darts. Imagine own walk-on music and everything.
Yes, imagine that.
You have your own walk-on music.
Imagine
no. Just chanting.
I think you gotta come out to Rocky.
Well, that's what a lot of people probably would. Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rising up back on the street.
Can you imagine you put your last $10 in the rise?
I would just love. I think it needs like the wrestling videos as well, the entrance videos, where they have like highlights of them doing whatever.
Yes.
In this case, it's highlights of you playing Pokies.
Yes.
It's like hitting the button.
Yes, that would
while
be
Rocky
quite
plays
funny.
And
yes, that would be quite interesting.
These are my last $10.
Come on, got to give it a crack on the slots tournament, basically. Give it a wild crack to it.
I wonder if there's strategies around it.
I'm sure there are. I'm sure someone's come up with a strategy. Whether it's actually any good or not is another question, let's be honest.
How could it be good?
Do you reckon there's any... I was going to say, I'm assuming there's absolutely no skill to Pokies whatsoever.
Well, I just found an article of the 13 slot tips, do's and don'ts by Slot Pro. So therefore, he's official.
Someone wrote a book about this, I
John Grakowski. So we're going to review John Grakowski's 13 do's and don'ts from 8888casino.com. So number 1, higher denomination slots have higher payback percentages. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like someone encouraging you to gamble more.
Gamble more, yes.
But I could be wrong, so I'm just going to say that. If you play progressive slots, make sure you bet enough to be eligible for the jackpots. And we're very quickly noticing a theme here. Everything
gamble more.
Yes.
We are not encouraging responsible gambling.
We encourage irresponsible gambling. Gamble less, but gamble stupidly. Is my motto. Yeah. Choose games that fit your goals and playing personality.
Oh my God.
So what are your goals and playing personality in Pokies, Marcus?
I like to just lose my money as quick as possible. I reckon that's probably the best way to sum it up.
Okay. Well, that's a great strategy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm either going to win big quickly or lose it all very quickly.
So,
one way or the other.
Your strategy would be to go all in for the jackpot.
Yes. Nothing else.
Always play within your budget and be willing to lower your bet or stop playing if you hit a limit. Fuck off. Go all in. As we
lose
said,
it all in the first 5 minutes.
There's no point in walking home a slight loser. Either be a full loser
Yeah.
or
Being a slight loser, it just still makes you a loser no matter what. Let's be honest.
start small to win big or prime the pump, which is a quote. Now, have you ever primed the pump?
No.
Kind of sounds like when you're preparing to masturbate using lube.
Yeah, I was going to say, it
prime
sounds
the
like
pump.
God knows what the fuck that sounds like, to be honest.
Prime the pump bettors assume the wins won't come right away. They start with small bets and work up and hope to be betting big when the big wins come. So apparently when you play Pokies, the machine knows that you got to bet slow and small first and then you
The
lose.
machine
and then
wouldn't have a fucking clue, to be honest.
Now this is top pokey playing advice. Play machines at the end of the rows because that makes a huge difference. The theory is that machines at the end of rows are visible to passers-by, and casinos want those other customers to see slot players winning. Ooh, I think we've learned the. Okay, number 7. This is a great tip. Scout machines of those that are paying big. Look for near misses. That's an important step.
Oh
Number
my
8.
God.
When someone nearly wins, that means you're onto something. Slot tips, the don'ts. Okay, don't. Slot tip number 9. Don't do the string theory.
I don't even want to know what the string theory is, to be honest.
Okay, so cheaters worked out a scam in which they tied a piece of string around a coin and then pulled it back up, basically.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Obviously that wouldn't fucking work these days either.
Considering.
Not only should you not do it because it's completely illegal, but like clearly it's not going to work.
Yeah, I was going to say, you trying to insert $1 and then pulling it out again and in and out again. By the time you get to about the 10th time, you'll be caught. And
I'm kind of noticing a theme here that they want you to gamble more and they don't want you to scam the casino in these tips. So maybe this person has slight, I don't know, reason behind their tips.
Yeah.
That's just my guess. They then say slug it out. Do not slug it out. Don't put fake coins or slugs. Apparently that was a big thing. Some slot machines in the 60s and 70s were vulnerable to ordinary magnets, so you could manipulate them with magnets, so don't do that. Don't have someone on the inside. Well, I mean, it's a very realistic tip that you would just give randomly to people playing slots. Cheat by chip. Don't do that. Don't do software engineering that engineers are not. Now, I know you are all thinking about doing this, so just don't.
Yeah.
Don't computer manufacture a chip that somehow changes the machine.
Don't.
I know that's going to ruin your day because you probably spent hours on working out how to do that. But, you know, sorry to burst your bubble. So that's John Krakowski. For nearly 25 years, he has been one of the most prolific gaming writers in the United States. I don't know. What do you think qualifies you to be a pro slot player?
I don't think that doesn't actually exist, to be honest.
There are more strategies. Let's keep going through some of these.
So here's the thing, right? When you're a professional at something, you normally make money doing it.
Which I do.
But how can you be I don't think slot players ever make money.
Well, according to this website we're on, a machine can be due for a win.
Right.
They can get hot and cold.
And how does it know that it's due for a win?
I don't know. What you got to do is you got to sit there for about 10 hours.
10, try 20, I reckon.
Okay, 20 hours. Analyze the play of the machine. And then
the computer will still take all your money.
Well, yes. But, you know, at least you did something for 20 hours.
Yeah, you played the slot machines and lost all your money.
Yeah. Well, yes, that is slot machine / that.